Hi everyone, hello. Welcome to the session. As usual, you can go straight to kahoot.it and type the game pin. Hello. Thank you for joining in. It's already 6. Maybe you can invite your friends, your family members. You can share this. Live, okay? Or you can just go straight to kahoot.it and type the game pin. It's 655771. I'm just going to pin it. 655771. Let me just pin it. How are you guys doing today? Is it scorching hot at your place? Or it's super cloudy? Have you had your dinner or is it still too early? Hello. So as usual, we'll just wait until 6:10, okay, for us to gain more participants for our Kahoot game today. Okay, today will be our final run for our oral, okay, which will be happening next week. Next week, right? It's on the 12th. Yeah, next Wednesday. Okay, so we are going to be doing one set of oral, okay, your paper 4, your stimulus-based conversation, and of course, I use past year PSLE paper, okay, for you to go through. It's about the theme, okay, the 3 questions together with the picture, and then we will proceed with our comprehension cloze, okay, where you have to come out or identify or provide one word for each blank, and we have 15 blanks, okay. And then last but not least, a vocabulary MCQ, okay. So in PSLE format, how many vocab MCQ do you need to answer? Who can remember? Vocab MCQ is under booklet A. So how many MCQ, vocabulary MCQ that you need to answer? The second true pumpkin. 10, are you sure? What year did you take your PSLE? Thank you so much everyone. For now, I have 2, 4, 6, 8 participants. Go check your paper. It's booklet A. Paper 2, booklet A. Vocabulary MCQ. They just want to test your, whether you're good at your synonyms, your antonyms. Okay? And the questions can be quite tricky. So today we are going to be doing oral, one set of oral, one set of comprehension cloze, the 15 blanks, okay, and last but not least, the vocabulary MCQ, okay. And in your PSLE, you need to answer 5 MCQ of vocabulary, okay, 5 multiple choice questions for vocabulary, okay. They can either test you about the meaning, they can test you for your understanding towards idioms, they can test you for your phrasal verb. Okay, hello Amalina. So if you're free, okay, on Monday, okay, this coming Monday, feel free to join our NDP webinar where I'll be talking about, giving you oral tips, some strategies. You are going to discuss about certain questions, okay, related to your oral. Okay, this time I also will be talking about reading passage. Okay. Yes, Wednesday is your PSLE. So this will be our final round for your oral exam. Oral practice or exercise. Okay, another 5 more minutes. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 participants so far. So how are you feeling? Feeling nervous or not yet? Or is it still too early to feel nervous? No, I haven't started the game. I'll start at 6:10. Okay? Just go to kahoot.it and type the game pin. It's 655771. Okay? You're not scared, you just feel nervous. Nervous is good. Is that your booklet A? Yes, it's for oral. Okay, so make sure you prep yourself. Okay, if you're feeling unsure about your intonation, about your pronunciation, okay, you can always read the passage again and again. Read it in front of the mirror. Use your WhatsApp audio. Okay, ask your parents to listen to your reading. Okay, just make sure you read at a steady pace. Okay, no one is chasing after you. Okay. When you see commas, some full stops, some exclamation mark, okay, make sure you pause, then only you continue your reading. Okay, when you stumble upon or encounter dialogues, okay, make sure you use different tone. Okay, do not read monotonously. Okay, right, keep it coming, guys, for the Kahoot game. Okay, we're going to be covering 3 components today. Is it overall, Amalina? EL5. Which component did you find challenging? Okay, it's okay. Today we'll be covering oral. Okay, your stimulus-based conversation. Okay, as always, I'm going to use peel. Okay, so you have to state your point, then you elaborate, then you give your experience or example, and then you link it back to the questions. Okay, we'll stick to Kahoot because it's user-friendly. It's easy. I got good marks for my open-ended. Oh, that's great. It means that you truly understand the passage. Remember, if you were here last week, I mentioned that the questions are all in sequence. And when you see, please refer to line 13 to 21. That means that you just need to focus on line 13 to 21. You don't have to, go through paragraph 1 or last paragraph, okay, to find the answer. Oh, that's good. 12 out of 20. The 8 marks you're losing, is it because of your, not writing in a full sentence, or you miss out certain keywords? Or, like I mentioned last week, when you see the questions, there's like marks right next to the question, like 2 marks. That means you have to provide 2 points. Okay, if you provide only 1 point, that means you only get 1 point. Okay, okay, another 1 more minute before I press the start button. Oh, okay. So which word refers to which word? Okay. So maybe next week we can get into it. The comprehension open-ended. Okay, I'm taking note now. Comprehension open-ended next week. Okay. Yeah, sometimes comprehension open-ended can be quite tricky because if the passage is about like facts, like history, so it can be quite technical. But if it's narrative, it can be quite easy, easy reading, easy to find the answer and everything. Okay, so it's already 6:10. Let me just press the start button. The table question. Sorry. Can you see the screen now? I hope you can. Okay. If the screen is too big, you just let me know, okay? Now, like I mentioned, okay, today is about your paper 4, which is your oral, your stimulus-based conversation, okay, and your paper 2, okay. Paper 2 consists of 2 booklets, booklet A and booklet B, okay, which we will cover today, okay. Booklet B, Comprehension Cloze, and booklet A, your vocabulary MCQ. Alright, now let's do this. As usual, before we get started, so would you rather have no homework at all or no examination? Wow, so fast the answers. Amalina, did you join the Kahoot? This is hard, right? No homework or no examination? No homework, you still have to, study for the exam. But no exam, how are you going to choose your favorite school? Okay, so most of you, rather have no examination at all. Okay, I see you. Okay, now let's get started with our very first component, okay, stimulus-based conversation. Okay, so by now, I hope you should know that you need to have like elaborated answer, not just short one, not just yes, no answers. Okay, you should have your reason, okay, your example or your experience. If you do not have any experience, you can imagine it, okay, what would it, feel like to be in that situation. Okay, now, let's see the first picture. Describe this picture in one word. I believe some of you, have gone through this picture before because it's from past year PSLE. What do you think? One word. When you see this picture, what can you describe? I have 18 answers so far. 3, 2, 1. Friends, nomination, friendship, activities, board games, boring, award, event, really bad, 2 words, okay, only 1 word, supportive, competition, care, poster, bonding, and event. Okay, that's good. That means you understand the question. Now, think of one theme that is related to the picture. The main idea of this poster or this picture. What is this picture about? What do you think? It reminds you of what? Your friend, school, event, award. What would be the perfect theme, the appropriate theme for this supportive friend award? Helps me, plays with me, listens to me. Of course, when you see this picture, there'll be, someone that comes to your mind, right? It's ceremony, choose a close friend, being friendly, supportive friend, friendship, yes, bonding together, relationship, supporting one another. Okay, good job everyone. Now, so that is important, okay? Why I ask you to describe, why I ask you to give out the theme is because you need to answer the first question based on the picture. You see, look at the picture. Would you like to have a schoolmate like this? Why or why not? If you want somebody or you want your close friend to, help you, plays with you, listens to you, you have to provide your answer why. If not, if you feel like, rather be alone, you have to give out your reason why as well. Like I mentioned, there's no right or wrong answer. As long as you have your reason and the reason is acceptable, then you're good to go. Okay, what happened to your situational writing? Did you manage to get all the 6 points in your write-up? Okay, I'll take note on it. We will do situational writing next week together with your comprehension open-ended. Okay? So in the meantime, focus on question A. Would you like to have a schoolmate like this? Okay, so if you have someone who is exactly like this poster, okay, who deserve this supportive friend award, maybe you can talk about him or her for your example or your experience. Okay, so that what makes your answer, different from the other candidates. Okay, let's see. Show answer. 14 submitted. Okay, show answer. Yes, as there will be more time for us to spend together. We are having trouble when we have someone to help when things go wrong. In my opinion, I would love to have a schoolmate like this. As a friend would help me. Okay, not enough time. Having a friend who supports you gives you confidence and always there when you are feeling low. I have a friend like that, but he is in secondary school now. But we're good friends. Therefore, I would like to have a friend. Yes, this is a good example, okay? And you can make use of your, him being in a secondary school later for the next question, okay? Yes, as the friend helps and play with his friends, I do not want to be lonely, so I want a friend like that. Schoolmate, during hardship, they can support us, yes. I rather have a close friend than being alone and no one to lean on if I'm feeling sad or angry, yes. Okay. This kind of schoolmate will stay with you through thick and thin. Yes, so that would be a great reason. Where is it now? Okay, that would be a very good reason for you to, talk to or elaborate to your examiners. Okay, having a friend based on the poster has many advantages. The friend would be able to support me and I could support the friend back. This makes the school more brighter. When things go wrong, they would be my supporter, for example. Good job, everyone. Now, let's see. So, this is the sample of answer. Okay. And the point is, yes, I would like to have a schoolmate like this because a supportive friend can make school life more enjoyable and less stressful. Okay. So, it's quite similar to all the answers you answered just now. Okay, now let's see. Let's go to question B. Do you like making new friends? Why or why not? So this is based on your own opinion. Okay, do you like making new friends, or you think your circle is enough? Okay, like less headache, for example, or you like to meet people more to gain more knowledge. Okay, what do you think? I think I set this at 1 minute 30 seconds. Okay, so far I have 2 answers. Five answers, keep it coming. Okay, we are about to end the oral session just in a bit after we answered question C. Okay. But I'm sure you will ace your oral because now you need to type, right? So it can be, quite time consuming. You need to think and type. Okay, show answer. No, I rather find out my classmates like from afar. New friends and classmates are also loud. Okay, so you need to, have the time to get to know each other first. No, I'm not really social. However, I find a friend who has the same interests as me and I will be best friends. Yes, maybe we can know more about people about their religions, cultures, and maybe we can get more friends from the new friend. Okay, friend of a friend. Okay, yes, I do. I love to interact with new people, even though we will meet for a short period of time. For example, during my DSA, okay, what happened here? I had short chat with my DSA group mates, and after that, we are all friends already. Yes, it is. It is because I get to have a lot of knowledge and learn from them. We could learn their language as well. Yes, can increase my friendship and connection. Also good because you can have more people that you can trust, which is good in case you need help. So in my opinion, making friends is really I like. Okay, I like making new friends as I get to know more people and be more friendly to others. For example, I can find a person who is feeling lonely during recess or anywhere. Okay, yes, you just have to remember how to make a new friend. You just have to say hello, okay, towards the stranger or towards the newcomers, okay, from your school. Okay, so that is how you make a friend or friends. Alright, so this is the sample. Okay, so if you miss out, if I'm going too fast, okay, you can just go to our social media and get the question together with the solution. Okay, you just have to subscribe it. Later I'll show you the name of the social media, our username. Okay, now last but not least, would you like to be a buddy to a younger pupil? Okay, to a younger student. Like for example, now you're in P6. Would you like to be a buddy to a P5 or maybe P4? Why or why not? So, I'll give you like 68 seconds to think. If you say yes, you have to come up with the reason. And maybe if you have ever befriended someone who is much younger or like 1 year younger from you, you can talk about it in your answer. Okay, like the one who mentioned that the friend is in the secondary school right now, right? So he or she is much older than you, or maybe like 1 year older, so you can talk about it as well. Okay, as long as your experience and your example is or are related to the questions. Okay, and make sure if you have all the reasons, all the examples, they are on the right track. Okay, and meet the purpose of the questions. Yes, try not to talk like really not to say overconfident, but sometimes we tend to talk very fast, and then some words are coming out from our mouth, like for example, like you mentioned, some Malay words by accident. Okay, depends if the kid is soft. Okay, if the kid is loud, I might ask my teacher to take me out because my ears are sensitive. Okay, that's acceptable. Yes, as they are so cute and silly. However, at some point it's annoying as they ask million questions, but still. Okay, I get more friends and can help them get comfortable with the school because recently I buddied 2 P1. Steffi and Shannon, and enjoy it. Okay, that's a good example and experience. Okay, as I could help him or her, and when he or she is feeling lost, I would help him or her. Last time, someone older helped me when I was younger. I wanted to return the favor. Okay, when the students needs help, I can help him do it as since I'm P6, I have more experience with those questions and problems and hopefully solve them. It also gives me another friend to talk to. Yes, I would like to be a buddy to a younger pupil. For example, my school has buddy programs. Okay, so P6 buddy P3s to let them know about exams they are about to experience and what to do in P3. Oh, that's a really great and wonderful experience, right? So you get to know about the P3s and the P3s get to know about life of the P6. Okay, that's great. Alright, so this is the sample of answer. Okay, so basically if you have the point, you elaborate, you explain, and you link it back. Okay, so if you do not use this pill, you can use your trees, a rope, a rears, okay, it is up to you. Okay, as long as you're comfortable in delivering your answers. Okay, now let's move to comprehension close. Dun, dun, dun. 15 blanks. Okay, remember, I just need one word. Okay, not more than one. Right, now, see, before we get started, of course, we need to read the entire passage, okay, and know what this passage is about. Now, the term army ant is used to refer to ants that hunt in large groups, also known as colonies. While there are over 200 different species of army ants, one thing they have in is their aggressive nature. Okay, aggressive here means ready to fight, likely to attack, and very, very competitive. Okay, army ants have large, powerful jaws that scissors. These scissors-like jaws are ideal for cutting up and carrying prey. Even animals many the size of an ant are not from these predators. However, to the popular belief that army ants devour every living creature that lies in their way, they often leave behind larger animals they have killed, as their diet is mainly up of insects and small animals. Army ant colonies are huge. Each colony could consist of as several million ants. One problem of forming such large colonies that a lot of food is needed, forcing the ants to constantly be in search of food. As a result, they do not have permanent nests. Instead, they make temporary ones which are formed entirely of their own bodies by linking their legs to of their fellow ants. Each army ant colony has only one queen. When the queen dies with no new queen to her, the rest of the colony will either die or merge with another colony that has a queen. Sometimes, when a queen is accidentally lost during a march, the entire colony will backtrack in and to search for their lost queen. Okay, march. Humans usually upon ants as nuisance. However, one surprising benefit of having a swarm of army ants invade your home is that they will your house of cockroaches and other annoying household pests. All you need to do is to your house when the colony approaches. When it has moved on, you may then return to your pest-free home. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now, I have done reading the passage. What do you think this passage is about? What do you think? It's about the army ant, okay, how they take care of each other, okay, what are their, eating habits, what are they doing, okay, on a daily basis, right? Now, let's go to the questions. Now, while there are over 200 different species of army ants, one thing they have in is their aggressive nature. Okay, for comprehension clues, you have to remember we have so many clues. Okay, we have contextual clues. Okay, if you're feeling unsure what to put in the blank, you can read the previous sentence or the after sentence, okay, to get the clue. Okay, so it's actually they have in common. Okay, one thing they have in common, so this is collocation, okay, words that is used together, okay, is their aggressive nature. Good job, amazing wolf. Alright, now, like I mentioned, collocation, okay, word that always comes together. Okay, now, next up, army ants have large, powerful jaws that seizes. That what? Okay, for comprehension close, we have phrasal verb, okay, the clue. What else? We have collocation, contextual clues, phrasal verbs, sometimes idioms, okay? So if you're feeling unsure, always read back the sentence, okay? And then after you have, gotten the answer, you read it back together with the answer to make sure it suits the sentence. Okay, powerful jaws that resemble scissors. Okay. Okay, bubbly penguin. Okay, now 3. Even animals many the size of an ant are not what? Even animals many the size of an ant. Okay, so this is also a clue. Contextual clues. Many what? They want to say that the animals, like bigger, many what? The size multiples. 3, 2, 1. Okay, even animals many times the size of an ant. Okay. Alright. Okay, times, you see, even animals many times the size of an ant are not from these predators. Okay. So these predators here refers to the army ants. Okay. So even animals many times the size of an ant are not what? They cannot get away from these predators. Nisa, later I'll go through question 1 to 5 if I'm not mistaken. I have the explanation. Not what? Not spared from these predators. Okay, no one got it right. Alright. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Question number 5. However. Okay, however means what? In opposite, right? However, to the popular belief, okay, many believes that army ants devour every creature that lies in their way. Right? Okay, what would be the answer? However, so this is a collocation as well. When you read popular belief and then you read the however, so it shows contrast, right? It's the opposite of the statement. So what would be the answer for question number 5? Blank 5. It's, however, contrary to popular belief. Okay. Good job. Now. Oh, sorry, until 6. As their diet. Okay, sorry. However, contrary to the popular belief that army ants devour every living creature that lies in their way, they often leave behind larger animals they have killed as their diet is mainly, this is phrasal verb, I've already given you the hint. Their diet is mainly up of insects and small animals. It's mainly what? You put the word, the one word, it will create a phrasal verb. Is mainly made, yes, but wrong spelling that one. Made up of insects and small animals. Okay, good job. Now, let's see the explanation like I mentioned, okay? So, these Caesar jaw-like contextual clues to resemble, okay, even animals many times the size of an ant. Of course, we know ant is very, very tiny, right? So it's contextual clues, okay, even here, and also the size of an ant, okay. And then spared from these predators, like I mentioned, these predators here is the army ants, okay. However, contrary to the popular belief, like I mentioned just now, collocation, okay, and made up of insects and small animals, okay. Also phrasal verb and collocation. Okay, now army ants colonies are huge. Each colony could consist of as several million ants. What would be the most appropriate word for this? You can see this, they're using like simile, right? As what to what? Each colony could consist of as comparing each colony to several million ants. What's the opposite of several? As many, okay, as several billion ants, okay. Now, question number 8. One problem of forming such large colonies that a lot of food is needed. So this is a grammar question. One problem of forming such large colonies. So the subject here is one problem. One problem of forming such large colonies that a lot of food is needed. Of forming such large colonies. So we know that this is a present tense form. The answer is only one. Yes, good job everyone. Is, okay, one problem, only one problem, okay. Now, let's see question number 9. Forcing the ants to constantly be on the... Oh no, I think I made a boo-boo here. Actually, I think I've already given the answer. Yes, oh no. Okay, please type move. Okay, it's actually on the move in search of food. Okay, so this is also a collocation. Okay, be on the move in search of food. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to skip the timer. Okay, be on the hunt is actually on the move. Okay, I've already written the answer here. Okay. Let's see. Number 7, the answer is many as several million ants. Okay. One problem. Okay, so that's why number 8, the answer is. Okay, so referring to one problem. Okay, and move, collocation, because in search of food. Right, now. Let's see, number 10. Okay, this is about the nest, right? As a result, they do not have permanent nests. Instead, they make temporary ones which are formed entirely of their own bodies by linking their legs to of their fellow ants. This is demonstrative pronoun. Okay, so this is where you can find on your left. Okay, this is where you can find the answer together with the solution. Okay, everyone, this channel here, you can just search the name Master English SG. Okay, and if you want to rewatch the recording, you can always go to YouTube. Okay, so it's actually their legs to those of their fellow ants. Okay, now let's see. So it's a demonstrative pronoun. Okay, now Question number 11. When the queen dies with no new queen to her, the rest of the colony will either die or merge with another colony that has a queen. So if something is missing, you need to what? The queen is, an important one, right? An important ant. Oh no, ant, because only one queen. So when the queen dies with no new queen to her, to what her? To replace her, okay? Then the rest of the colony will either die or merge with another colony, okay? Now, so this is when the queen lost during a march, okay? The entire colony will backtrack in N to search for their lost queen. So they will what? They will trace back their queen's step, right? So what would be the suitable word here for number 12? What would they do? They will backtrack in N, what? To search for their lost queen. Will backtrack in, they will try to search, right? In an attempt, okay? So 2 blanks, nobody got it correct. It's okay. It's okay. You still have the time. You still have another, like 1 month to go. It's okay. Just do lots of practice and read your English book so that you know the patterns. Okay, now human usually upon ends as nuisance. Humans usually upon ends as nuisance. Usually what? This is also a phrasal verb. Just keep the timer. Human usually look upon ends as nuisance. Okay, view ends as nuisance. Okay, right. Now, having a swarm of army ants invade your home is that they will what? Your house of cockroaches and other annoying household pests. So this is a choice. Do you want the army ants to invade your home, or you rather have all these cockroaches or other annoying household pests in your home? Which one would you like? Army ants or all these annoying insects? I'm going to skip the timer. I believe everybody has answered. Okay, it's actually they will rid your house, okay, from all the cockroaches and annoying pests. Okay, now all you need to do is to your house when the colony approaches. Okay, so this is also got to do with contextual clues where you can read it here. When it has moved on, you may then return to your pest-free home. Okay, return is the opposite of the answer for question 15. Okay, so that is how you use your contextual clue. Right? So that is why it is important for you to read the passage so that you know and you are familiar with the passage. Okay, 17 answer. Skip the timer. All you need to do is to leave your house when the colony approaches. Okay, and when they are done, you can return to your home again. Okay, good job everyone. So this is the end for your comprehension close. Okay, we still have your vocabulary MCQ 5 question. Okay, so this is the explanation like I mentioned. Look upon is phrasal verb. Okay, read is the answer for question 14. Okay, contextual clues you can find it here. Okay, cockroaches and other annoying household pests. Okay, and last but not least, okay, leave your house when the colony approaches. Okay, then you see the below sentence. You may then return to your pest-free home. Okay, now moving on to our last component, okay, of the day, vocabulary MCQ. Okay, so they will test you about your understanding of your vocabulary, okay, your wide selection of vocabulary, your phrasal verb, idiom, okay, and the meaning of the words. Okay, now number 1, Granny Wong's top is to look after her grandchildren well because she loves them dearly. Okay, she was not forced to do it. Okay, she was not forced to look after the grandchildren. So what would it be? Priority, urgency, importance, or requirement? Okay, everybody has already come up with the answer. Yes, good job. Priority. Okay, now let's see the scoreboard. Okay, why priority is the answer? Because this is the point. She loves them dearly. Okay, priority here means something that is considered most important. Okay, urgency needs immediate attention, and requirement that is something that is compulsory or needed. Okay, now number 2, the response to the charity event was with many people turning up to support it. So it's a charity event. It can be food bank, donation drive, recycling. Okay, what else? What else can be a charity event with many people turning up to support it? So that is the keyword there. So was excessive, extravagant, overpowering, or overwhelming? It's actually overwhelming. Okay, see the scoreboard. Okay, bubbly penguin, top 1 again. Okay, let's see. Excessive here means too much in a negative way. Okay, extravagance means you spend too much money on it. Okay, overpowering means too strong, and we use it for smell or force. And overwhelming here is related to our own feeling. Okay, very great or much more than expected. Okay, now question 3. I rarely see Charles so. He is usually in a happy mood, Gopal observed. Okay, you see, rarely there. Rarely here means almost never or not very often. Okay, so he is always in a happy mood. Okay, so that means here the question is asking you for a word of contrast, like the opposite word of happy mood. So which one is it? Yes, it's downcast. Okay, now let's see. Jovial means cheerful. Okay, so it's the meaning of happy mood, right? Obstinate means very stubborn. Optimistic, positive, or being hopeful. And downcast means sad and gloomy. Okay, now see question number 4. The soldiers, the enemy, and won the battle. So we know when the soldier won the battle, it means that the soldiers defeated the enemy. But we don't have the defeated here. Okay, so you have to know the synonym of defeated. Is it subdued, impeded, hindered, or suppressed? Which one? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so let me just skip the timer. It's actually subdued. Okay, now let's see. Okay, like I mentioned, you have to know the synonym, the antonym, okay, for the vocabulary MCQ component. Okay, So subdued here means defeated, impeded means you slowed down or blocked the progress. Okay, hindered means something made something difficult, and suppressed means stop something by force. Right? Now, last but not least, question number 5. The heavy rain did not even after 2 hours. Okay, even after 2 hours. That means the rain is still going on, right? So, which phrasal verb suit this sentence the most? So you have to know the answer, correct? Oh no! It should not have let up twice here. Correct. Let up, let out, and let down. So which one is the answer, do you think? It's actually yes. So those of you who answered blue, it's correct as well. Okay, it should not be let up. Okay, so it's let up. Okay, still continuing. Okay, it's actually let off, not let up. Okay, so let up means stop, did not stop. Okay, let off means you punish someone lightly. Okay, let out, utter a sound or cry, and let down means fail to support or lower something slowly. Okay, thank you so much everyone for attending. It's now 6:51. I just would like to say that, you know, all the best for your oral, okay, this Wednesday. Okay, make sure that, you know, you sleep early, drink lots of water, hydrate yourself, okay. Don't be too nervous, okay. Make sure that you're all prepared, okay. Make sure you're all neat, comb your hair, okay, iron your uniform, okay. And then when you see the reading passage, okay, read carefully, you know, identify the unknown words, or if you find some words, you know, it's hard to pronounce, okay, try to practice to pronounce it, okay. And for reading passage, make sure to read in a steady pace. Yes, of course, it's next Wednesday. Okay, so this will be the final revision for your oral. Okay, next week on Thursday, okay, 6-7, we are going to be covering comprehension open-ended together with your situational writing. Okay? So is there anything, any component that you would like me to cover other than comprehension open-ended and situational writing for next week's session? No? Okay, just these two. Okay, so maybe I'm going to provide like 2 sets for each component. Okay? So thank you everyone. Take care. So I'll see you next week right after your oral exam. Okay? The day after your oral exam. All the best. Take care everyone. Bye-bye. Don't forget to grab your dinner. Bye-bye.